Good evening. This is Sheena Ali, your Caribbean College planner and student advisor at the Student Center. We are here today to talk about pursuing studies at Sheridan College, located out in Toronto, Canada. I know Canada is still a popular study destination of choice among Caribbean students, and I know that there have been some changes lately to Canada, but to help us navigate those changes and some new exciting information, we have Anita McIntyre, who is the representative for the Caribbean on behalf of Sheridan College. And she's going to be giving us a presentation today about studying at Sheridan, the opportunities that Sheridan affords students, particularly those that are international and those coming from the Caribbean. Anita, thank you for joining me this evening. Over to you.
Thank you, Sheena, for the introduction. So it's a pleasure for me to introduce you to Sheridan College. I'm going to do a brief presentation and then just leave lots of time for a Q&A session. So if anybody has any questions, don't be shy. Please feel free to ask any questions that you have. I've been working at Sheridan for over 27 years, so I've really seen Sheridan grow and expand in many, many ways. Prior to that, I was a Sheridan student, so I am alumni of Sheridan College. So I can definitely say it's a great place to be. I'm going to talk a little bit about our campus and our locations. So Sheridan College has 3 campuses located in the GTA, which stands for the Greater Toronto Area. We have a campus in a city called Brampton. It's our Davis campus. We have our Hazel McCallion campus located in a city called Mississauga, and our Trafalgar Road campus, which is located in Oakville. All 3 of these campuses are approximately 20 to 30-minute drive from the Toronto Pearson Airport. So once you land, you don't need to travel too far to get to our campuses. And also between our campuses, you're looking at about 25 minutes or so between each campus by car. So I'm going to start off about our Trafalgar Road campus in Oakville. This is where you'll find a majority of our animation, arts, and design programs. We have just over 8,000 students at this campus. We also have other programs other than arts at this campus as well, but most of our arts programs are held here. Our Hazel McCallion campus in Mississauga is where you'll find mostly all of our business-related programs. We also have architectural technology, interior design, just to name a few. This is, I would say, the smallest one out of our 3 campuses. It's in the heart of the city of Mississauga, so there's lots of businesses and companies, housing, everything very close to this campus, as well as our other campuses as well. We have just over 6,000 students at this campus. And our Davis campus in Brampton, this is our largest campus. This is where you will find our science and technology and health-related programs. We have just over 12,000 students at this campus. This is also where our skilled trades programs are held as well. A little bit about our demographics. So we have just about 25,000 students between all 3 of our campuses. So I would classify us as a mid-size college. We have about 10,000 international students coming from 116 different countries. So as you know, Canada is very diverse and multicultural, so are our college campuses as well. As for credentials, we offer 4-year bachelor degrees, 3-year advanced diplomas, 2-year diplomas, 1-year certificate programs. We also have postgraduate programs that are 1 year, and we've actually launched some new programs that are 2-year postgraduate programs, which I will go into detail a little bit later. A lot of times I get the question of what's the real difference between college and university? So I'm going to just highlight a couple of differences between Sheridan College and versus kind of what a traditional university is. So the way we teach is one of the big differences. So it's very interactive. It's what we call experiential learning. That means it's very hands-on versus maybe more of a traditional learning style where you might be in a lecture hall with 200-300 students listening to lecture, taking notes, and then leaving. So that's not really the way we teach. It's much more of a hands-on interactive approach. Small class sizes. So I would say on average, you're looking at about 30 to maybe 35 students in a class. Again, this can vary depending on program, but I would say that's close to the average students in a class. So again, you're not going to be overwhelmed in lecture halls with hundreds of students. Majority of our programs give you an option for what's called work integrated learning. So you may have heard of terms like internship, co-op, field placement. These are all different types of what we call work integrated learning. So what that means is we integrate this component within the program. So when you graduate, you actually have work experience directly related to what you studied. You do get this at universities as well. Co-ops are popular at universities, but usually at a smaller capacity. Colleges and Sheridan specifically offer very specific career-based programs. So sometimes I meet with students and, they may say, I want to study, I want to do a major in history or minor in geography. And that's totally great, but you would never really find those typically at a college because they're not very specific to a career field. So we would have things like mechanical engineering or game design. So very specific programs. So all the programs that we offer are specific to a career. So we basically make sure that our students who graduate have all the skills, knowledge, and experience they need that they can continue into their career right after. We also don't do majors and minors, so you can only study one program at a time. Cost. So we have typically lower tuition costs than universities. And then I just wanted to stress that there is really no right or wrong pathway. We see many students who might come from high school, go to college, enter the career field, go to college, university. We have many students who go to university and then college. So there's many, many pathways, and you just have to find what's the best fit for you. There's no right way, there's no wrong way, lots of options for you to explore. Now, for those of you who may just not be 100% sure what you want to study, that's totally fine. And we actually have a tool that's on our website. It's called Idea Generator. And basically, in 5 easy steps, you basically answer some questions. And based on your responses, it would basically tell you you might be interested in the following careers based on the responses to the questions. Probably only takes about 5 minutes to do. And then we take it one step further and we will say, these are the programs we offer at Sheridan College related to the responses to your questions. So again, great tool that you can use on our website. At Sheridan, we have over 100 different programs, so quite a few different programs to choose from. In the main faculties are animation, arts and design, science and technology, business, health and community studies, and humanities and social sciences. So again, a wide range of programs. We like to pride ourselves in the student support services that we offer. We have a Center for Student Success, so whether you require accessible learning, career services, health services, there's a student advisement center. We're very much big on wellness and counseling, student leadership and engagement. So there's lots and lots of support services. So I always like to stress to students to really use the support services that are there for you. These are all included in your tuition fees, so to please use the services. We have over 100 clubs and associations, so lots of things if you'd like to get involved. We have 3 on-campus student residences at our Trafalgar campus in Oakville and our Davis campus in Brampton. We have lots of varsity sports teams. So if you'd like to be getting involved on campus, there's lots of options there for you. For those of you interested in athletics and recreation, again, lots of teams, sports teams for you to get involved in, whether it be basketball or soccer or rugby, or even if you don't want to join a sports team, but you just want to do like an aerobics class or a Zumba class, lots of things for you to stay healthy and fit as well on campus. I was mentioning about our residences. So for those of you who may be interested in a program that's at our Mississauga campus that does not have a residence, you can still stay at our Davis campus residence and take a bus, which probably take about a half an hour to get from the residence from your from the Davis residence to the Mississauga campus. All of the bedrooms are what we call a 2-bedroom suite. So you'll see in this diagram here, you walk in, there's a kitchenette, full bathroom with a shower, and 2 separate bedrooms. It does come furnished with a double bed, desk. Every room has a window. We do have a few rooms at our Davis campus in Brampton, which are quads, which what that means would be 4 people. So this would be a bunk bed over here and a bunk bed over here, but those are very limited number of rooms. Most of them are just what we call the 2-bedroom suite. And then there's common areas on each floor where students can enjoy, whether it be a games room, there's a fitness lounge. So there's lots of areas on campus in the residence as well. A little bit about admission requirements. Admission requirements do vary depending on the program that you are going to apply to. But in general terms, we are looking at a minimum of 5 CSEC subjects, including English for our diploma programs, with most programs requiring math, or a minimum of 6 CSEC subjects if you are applying to any of our bachelor degree programs. So we do accept students after CSEC or CAPE, but CAPE is not a mandatory requirement. For those of you interested in our postgraduate programs, this is for students who already have an undergraduate diploma or degree. We would be looking at your college or university transcript, basically mostly looking at your GPA for admission into the program. How to apply? You can apply through the Student Center directly. We do have our own online application form that is on our website. We do have a special promotion going on right now when you apply through the Student Center, where we would be waiving the $100 application fee. And it's a very easy application process where you would just scan and upload your documents to apply. Majority of our programs are what we call grades only. So there would be only a few programs that have what we call a supplemental requirement. So those of you who are interested in mostly arts programs, most of them would require a portfolio. But for the most part, it's grades only for majority of our programs. Approximate cost per year. So tuition does vary depending on the program that you're interested in studying. Our tuition fees are listed on our website. So if you are interested in a specific program, you can look at the fees on our website. I would say the average is maybe approximately 16,000 Canadian for 1 year. And again, it varies depending on program. What would be on top of that would be any books or supplies or living expenses. I'll just pause here for a minute and just talk a little bit about entrance scholarships. So we do have an automatic entrance scholarship. So if you're accepted into one of our programs, in your offer package, you will receive the information regarding your entrance scholarship. They range between $1,000 to $3,000. There's no separate application needed. So when you apply to the college, that's all you need to do. Majority of the scholarships, how they work is based on your credentials. So if you are applying to a 4-year bachelor degree program, you will likely receive a $3,000 entrance scholarship. If you are applying to a 2-year program, it will likely be a $2,000 scholarship and a $1,000 entrance scholarship for a 1-year program. So this is for anybody who is starting in May, September 2025 or January 2026. Now, I'm pleased to announce that we just launched an additional award, and it just got posted on our website today, so I'm happy to share this information with you. there is an award that is going to be also on top of the international entrance scholarship that we're giving. So it's called the Global Advantage Award. So if you decide to apply again for May and September or January of the upcoming 3 terms, when you receive your offer package, it will state if you accept this offer before June 15th and apply for your study permit before June 15th, you would be given a $2,000 award. So just to give you an example, if you're coming for a 2-year program, you have the $2,000 Global Advantage Award plus the $2,000 entrance scholarship. So that's $4,000. If you're going for a degree program, it would likely be $5,000. So I encourage all of you to just make sure you read your offer packages for more information, and just making sure you understand all the terms and conditions of these awards. But I'm very pleased to announce this. So this $2,000 will be used as your deposit. So you basically accept your offer. The $2,000 award is a deposit, and then you would receive your PAL, which is your provincial attestation letter, which is what you require in order to apply for your study permit. So I'm pleased to announce that. And I also wanted to highlight some of our new programs. I'm just going to stop sharing this screen here for a second, and I'm just going to go to another screen. So I'm pleased to announce that we've also just launched 6 new programs. So I just wanted to highlight some of these programs. So we have a new Project Management Information Technology program, which is a 2-year postgraduate program. Supply Chain Management Logistics Automation, which is another 2-year postgraduate. Artificial Intelligence Development Applications, Mobile Applications Development, Healthcare Administration and Service Management, and the last one, Nutrition and Food Service Management. So the last one, the nutrition program, is a 2-year diploma. So it's an undergraduate program, where the other ones are 2-year postgraduate programs. All these 2-year postgraduate programs have a mandatory co-op at the end of the program. So what that means is you'll do 3 semesters in class, and then the 4th semester will be a co-op work term where you'll actually get work experience in the field. Again, these programs are starting as early as July 2nd will be our first intake for these programs, except for the nutrition. So the first 5 postgraduate ones listed here. It will start July 2nd, and then the next intake will be the regular fall September intake. So I'm going to pause now, and maybe I'll go back to my other screen, and I'd really like to open it up for any questions that students may have. So please feel free to ask any questions.
Nathan, thank you very much for that presentation, for the information provided. Let's get straight to some questions. I want you to go back over for me if you don't mind. I know you have the new global award, and
Yes,
technically, is that automatic consideration? Can we go back over the criteria for that? And I
yes,
know that it doesn't negate the fact that persons can stack possible awards. Can you go over that for us again, please?
of course, yes. So I'm just gonna maybe go, so let's just, okay. So for the new Global Advantage Award, every one of our programs, so it is automatic, so it's not for specific programs. So when you receive your offer letter, you'll receive more information about that $2,000. And basically how it works is you're going to get the offer package, and it will state once you accept the offer, this $2,000 will be, I guess, posted on your student account. And then there'll be more instructions on paying the remaining first semester tuition, but it would be minus that $2,000. So if your invoice was for 10,000, you'd only be paying 8,000. So basically, the terms and conditions for that automatic award, it will be listed, but basically, it's making sure you accept your offer and apply for your study permit before June 15th um, to be eligible for the award. And it's only valid for the May, September, and January terms coming up. You must remain as a full-time student, of course, not withdrawing before the withdrawal date of beginning of each term. But yes, so that's basically it. So it is automatic. It's in addition to the entrance scholarship, so you are able to stack that scholarship. Yeah, does that clarify the question?
Yes, thank you. Um, so I want to go back to the admission requirements because I
Mhm.
know that Sheridan does offer a large amount of quite a few bachelor degree programs.
Yes.
Are there cases where it is encouraged that student takes higher level math, or will you just accept a strong CSET math pass?
Yeah, that's a great question. So I would say there's two programs, which is our Bachelor of Mechanical Engineering and our Bachelor of Electrical Engineering. Those are the two programs where we would require um, additional and higher math. But all of
Hmm.
our other programs, a CSEC math should suffice. We're typically looking at grades 1, 2, usually minimum 3 for entrance into the majority of our programs for that math requirement. So really only if you're looking at the engineering was
Yeah.
where you would need that additional math.
And the engineering is mechanical, and you also have electrical, correct?
Yes, yes.
Okay, all right. If they're coming from community college, say they have an associate degree,
Mhm.
and I know with those kind of students, they tend to shy away sometimes because they don't want to do 4 years. Is
Yes.
there a way for them to not have to do 4 years?
Yeah, no, that's a great question. So we have had students, for example, from BCC, Barbados Community College, who've done maybe a 2-year associate degree. And if they're coming to Sheridan and they're studying the same, more or less the same program, they can apply for some credits. So it's called advanced standing. And that's basically a process where they would have to self-identify the courses that they have taken that they feel is the same as what we're offering. And they can apply for credit based on those. So there is a process that they have to go through where they have to get their official transcript, a course outline, or also known as a syllabus.
Hmm.
And they would have to send their documents to get evaluated. So there is a process in place, but I have seen success in students receiving credits, for example, from what they did at BCC to use at Sheridan. Sometimes when they're changing programs,
Hmm.
there's not much of a credit transfer, maybe what we call a general elective you can get a
Right.
credit for. But
Okay.
typically, if you're going from, for example, architecture to architecture, there's usually some that align, so you can probably get some credits there.
That's not bad. All
Mhm.
right. I saw these 6 new programs that you put up. Can
Mhm.
you give us a little bit more detail on the supply chain one, the one with the automation? That one seems a little bit, I've not seen that combination before. So what does that entail?
Yeah, so to effectively manage the logistical needs of any organization
Mhm.
is kind of like the highlight of that program. I could probably actually, I'm just going to bring up on my website here and maybe I can share my screen. I'm just going to go to the supply chain. There we go. I'm just going to see if I can share. Share. Okay. Okay, so you should be able to see my screen now.
Mhm.
Um, so a lot of times students want to know, well, what kind of courses will I take within this program? So what's really good is on our website, we detail the courses that you'll be taking throughout the duration of your program. So
Mhm.
These are the 3 semesters here. And like I said, the last one would be a co-op
A
work term.
co-op.
Yeah.
Oh,
Um,
okay.
yeah. And then the other thing we have on our website is career opportunities. So like if I were to take this program, what kind of jobs could I obtain? So after graduation, so you could be a logistics coordinator, supply chain
Mm-hmm.
analyst, inventory manager, transportation planner, supply chain manager, warehouse operation manager,
Mm-hmm.
procurement specialist. So these are the types of jobs, and supply chains worldwide, right? So again,
Mm-hmm.
you can work, it doesn't have to be, it's not specific to Canada. Um, so navigating complex issues requiring workers with strong data, technology, problem solving skills, and sustainability expertise to rise to the challenge. Um, and then over on the overview page, it goes a little bit more into some detail as well. So, build the skills you need to adapt, um, gain access to industry tools. And then, so there's more information here. But again, and I just wanted to mention these 6 new programs I didn't mention earlier are only for international students as well. So they're specifically for international students.
Oh, and I see that this one is PGWP eligible.
Yes. And all 6 programs that I just mentioned are also all postgraduate work permit eligible.
Okay,
Um,
perfect.
yes.
Okay, well, that is strategic, and 2 years is a good amount of time. Plus, with the co-op, makes it quite attractive. And these programs can be seen right now if they want to apply for a fall start.
Yes. Yes.
Okay,
Yep. So they're live on our online application, so they can apply now um, for any of the 3 intakes. So the July, September, or January.
all right, folks. Well, we are going to put a close to this session, but there's a lot of good information shared. Anita, I want to thank you for taking the time to come out and talk about Sheridan and these 6 new programs plus the global awards, a new scholarship, which does not impinge on your ability to qualify for other scholarships, but it is a new one provided that you want to make Sheridan your school of choice for this upcoming fall. Going forward, 6 new programs on the line, 5 postgraduate, 1 undergraduate, and they're PGWP eligible, which is now an important question for those of you considering Canada will want to ask. Some of you might be interested, some of you it doesn't matter, but there are good options for you. We are having a Cut Fast Apply webinar on Wednesday, so we will have the waiver in place. That waiver is available up to next month, so you can apply to Sheridan via the Student Center's Cut Fast Apply system and you can submit your documentation. Team will vet, the App Center will vet your documents, and once everything is viable, your application will be submitted to Sheridan College. There is still room for fall, and we also for winter if you
Yes.
want to start looking at January. So remember, cut fast apply every month. You at the end of each month, you will have a at session virtual come on, get information on the different courses available from the Student Center's Cup Fast Supply network of schools, which includes Sheridan College. You can also check out Sheridan College's dedicated page on the Student Center's Cup Fest platform. I want to say thanks to those who put it on Facebook. It was great to have you. I need to hold on for me while we sign off. Let's say good evening to everyone.
Thank you, everyone.